friends. Okay, so as I've said, I live in Little Italy and today they won the championship or whatever. So let's go see the vibes outside. All day today it was hella lit, like people in the streets cheering, all that, but you know, I'm a loner, so I didn't really care for that. But yeah, I'm trying to get some fresh air right now, so might as well get some footage too. And I redid my hair today, so might as well get outside.
I sent you all my friends.
Really? I'm happy you loved it.
Yeah.
That makes me so happy.
Everybody's so happy.
Oh, I was gonna place an order. Did you want anything right now, or
what?
Do you want anything?
Do you want to buy me?
Sure.
A beer.
Okay, 2 of these.
Okay, that's on me, okay?
Oh, thank you. Perfect. Okay, thank you. All right.
We love you, man. You guys are nice.
Very nice of him.
Thank you.
Anytime.
European Championship. The first one in 1968. That's the longest gap for a single side.
Silver, yeah. Sylverine, like if you remember Wolverine. Sylverine.
I think the same.
Yeah, everybody says that one.
Okay.
Remind me of yours?
Alejandra.
Alejandra. That's pretty. Pretty. So like Alexandra, but Spanish.
No.
Alejandra.
It's different because in Spanish we have Alexandra.
Oh, you
another
have
name.
2 names. Okay, so Alejandra.
Alejandra is different to Alexandra.
Okay, cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you much.
You want a glass?
Yes, please. Thank you.
I'm fine with it.
You okay? I'm so sorry for the day. I
Don't
feel
worry.
so bad.
It's okay. Don't feel bad.
Yo, I didn't record it. A nail is broke. Let's just put it at that. Maybe in a week I'll like say what happened, but probably not. It's been fun. It was a fun night. It got crazy, but it was very, very eventful.
I'm trying to give you guys a hard time.
You didn't scare me away. I came back. No problem. No problem.
So, you injured?
Pardon?
You injured?
I had a scratch, just a small scratch, and my watch. That was the careful. That was the only thing. My watch.
That's what somebody told me.
Yeah. I thought I would find it because my phone ended up being at home, but the watch came off in the middle of everything.
She's a Christian woman.
You haven't seen her since, right?
You lost your what?
Yeah, in the middle of the fight, she ripped it off because I had a little, like, just a small little scratch on my wrist from her nails, but I didn't realize that's why she had her grip so tight. She was pulling my watch off. I can get a new watch. It's fine. It was a mess, though. Yay!
Young star in this world.
All right?
Ooh. Cheers.
Thank you so much. In Colombia we say. Arriba. Arriba. Abajo. Al centro. Y para adentro.
We have to do that with the next one. You gotta remind me.
I'm yellow. You do one day karaoke here, okay?
Yes. I would love that. Cheers.
No. Salud.
Salud. What is it?
It's cheers, but salud.
No. Well, how you say it?
Arriba, abajo, al centro y para adentro.
This guy's a charmer.
Oh, fuck.
Hey guys, okay, so I'm getting ready. I'm doing a wet look, so I'm gonna show you guys how I do it finally. Just have them in 2 detangled twists. Brush it out. I'm gonna do like half and half just so that I don't get overwhelmed while showing you guys I have to make sure I put things on the floor because I usually do this in the sink, but for the sake of just filming, I'm gonna do it sitting here. So I need a spray bottle, and it typically makes the floor really wet. So we're gonna spray it, get it like soaking wet. It's gotta be like, actually, I should really zip this up first because it's gonna be cold and uncomfortable. But basically, let me just run you through the products. Honestly, it's not even as complicated as I'm making it seem. Get your hair fully wet, like soaking wet. Make sure it's detangled first, just so you don't have to be brushing through it while it's wet. Fully wet. Get a mousse, brush this through your soaking wet hair, and then finish it off with the shine serum like on top, and then let it air dry, and it'll basically stay looking wet. So yeah.
You know, the bag is always calling my name. I love that. I'm in a really time-consuming relationship right now. He just takes all of my time. He makes me lose sleep. You know, the bag is always calling my name.
So I spray it and I brush through it.
That's right. Best player you ever had, huh?
Little tip, I feel like if you spray the water in, you can use less. Also, if you comb it through while you're getting it wet, it gets wet a lot faster. Make sure you get both sides. The top and the underside. I'm actually gonna get everything wet before putting product in. So let's just finish up this side, get some more on top. And this is why I leave my hair tied up while I'm doing this, so that I can get the top of my hair and not worry about anything lifting up. But yeah, see how much I'm brushing it while it's wet? It's important to do the detangling before you get it wet because it's gonna be hectic. So here's the second side. Just run the brush through real quick, just make sure my job will be easy. Pull up any hairs that you might have caught under your scarf. Make sure you get those. And then I'm spraying on this side just because this is where my towel is. And today's like a rainy day, so I love a wet look on a rainy day. I love rainy days in general, like cloudy days. It's just, they're so good because the light, natural light it's diffused. And it's not just like harsh direct sunlight, so all your pictures turn out nicer. And it's usually just mild weather. It's just nice. Like a cloudy day is my favorite. I really pick a cloudy day over a sunny day. Any day. Okay, so once you have your half separated, I like to just make sure I go through the back just so there's no partition. And then I'll pull it all to one side. Doesn't matter which side, honestly, but this is the side I choose. Make sure it's detangled. Then you're gonna take your mousse. This is the one that I'm currently using. I think it's really good, if it would focus. Yeah, I'll actually put it in the brush, like that. And then I kind of just tap it in certain places before dropping it on the floor. Just add it and then brush it all the way through. And this is what's going to define them curls. It really doesn't matter what mousse you use as long as you do this while your hair is wet. Works with Tresemme mousse, it works with John Frieda, and this is, I think, Garnier. Yeah, this is Garnier Fructis. So it doesn't really matter what kind, but I feel like avoid Tresemme because it's just drying. Make sure you get the ends. Ooh. And then once you have that done, this is Tresemme, but it's a serum, so I don't really have complaints about it. I haven't noticed any change in my hair since using this, the way I use it. With this product, like, it's only, like, just don't put it on your hair dry, that's all. That's the only time I'll ever see breakage, is when I try a ting and I put it on dry hair. It's just not meant for that. It's meant for wet hair. So I add this, and this one, I focus on the shaft of the hair, like any outer parts, because it's the shine that I want, but also individual curls. Like, I'll try to make sure anything that even looks remotely ashy gets covered because we want the hairs to be nice and shiny. Oh, my friend Sam just messaged me. So yeah, more serum, and I'm just gonna brush through, make sure it gets to each end. And then honestly, I'll let it dry like this. So I'll hang it over the back of my chair. I don't know if you can tell, but yeah, I'll put it over the back of my chair. There's a silk scarf on it. And then I'll do my makeup. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm wearing. I'm really not even wearing that much makeup. Just enough to cover the dark circles and my eyebrows. But yeah, going to Winners again because I want to see what else they have. Actually, no, because like there were these Puma shoes that I really wanted to get, but they did not have them in my size. So I'm checking all the Winnerses. And first, they don't do online shopping, so I'm going in person. So wish me luck. I'll keep you updated.
Mad at me, acting like they rhyme hoes trying to pass me. Watching me go through it, still trying to drag me. Acting like you winning if you think about it actually. Aren't they supporting you or really just attacking me? I don't give a fuck about y'all trying to bash me. I'm the shit per the Recording Academy. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shit. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shit. Hands on my knees, shaking ass on my thigh shit. Niggas got me living. Wow. You Jordan, I'm tipping. Kobe, I'm never gon' dish shit. I'm this shit. I'm dissing as fuck and I ain't got the time to just kick it. Trust nobody. Really then? You fucking your pop. Yeah, bro.
Note to self, never leave the house without makeup.
Wow, what do you mean? Why, you look beautiful.
Thank you, but like, it's a Friday night. I should have done something more.
Okay, what do you want?
Oh yeah, she came over. I didn't realize you wanted another one. I put makeup on. I'd like to address something. So I want to talk about the videos I've been seeing lately where women are essentially talking about like the disadvantages of pretty privilege and how it's like hard to date when you're pretty, and how people make like these assumptions about you and it makes it like more difficult to be pretty. If we're being honest, I think a lot of these videos are excuses to say you're pretty, and if that's the case, just say you're pretty. I say it all the time. But I also think there's like a misunderstanding that we're having here. Pretty privilege is an agglomeration of a lot of things, including like colorism, texturism, fat phobia, ableism, and what you're describing of like the hardships of pretty privilege are actually just misogyny. Like everything you're describing, all of these assumptions that people make, that you're catty, that you're fake, that you're blah, 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 it's really just because you're femme, and our society hates femininity. So I feel like we should just say that instead of pretending to be oppressed.
I'm tipsy, but I wanted to like add my thoughts. I just saw a TikTok, I'll insert it, but like it's not that people with pretty privilege are trying to be oppressed, because like it's like I just feel like this is adding to the whole gaslit situation that it is. And this is coming from like the perspective of somebody that was homeless. The amount of staff and like people who are in a position to help me and chose either not to or to kind of dangle their power above my head in such a way to make me feel less than just because I look a certain way. Like it's usually women. It's not necessarily, like, sometimes you get a lot of tough treatment from male staff, assuming that like you're easy, whatever. That's misogyny. It is what it is. But it's the female staff who, or people who have like low self-esteem, that just have you in a situation where they can kind of take out their insecurities on you, and you're kind of held. Like for me, for example, the amount of times where I was like denied access to services or just like overall like fair treatment because it's like, oh well, you can fend for yourself. I want to give more specific examples, but like, I don't know, I'm like low-key triggered, and I just don't want to like lose my thought process on this topic because it's like, I feel so gaslit. Like, I don't know if anybody else would feel this way, but if you experience pretty privilege, it's not just from men. It's like not just misogyny. It's also like people in positions of power, like authority, will literally take away opportunities and undermine your intelligence, not because of your looks specifically, but just because of an internal, like, I don't know how to explain, but I can guarantee you it's not always misogyny. So I don't want that to be like a thing, and like people might be like, oh, she's victim, whatever. I don't identify as a victim in any situation. But I just feel like we're not about to take away the voices of people because they're attractive, because you feel that like their problems aren't as meaningful. Like, it doesn't all fall under one canopy. I feel like it would be insensitive to put any other societal issue under a blanket and be like, well, no, everyone, it's not marginalized like that. Like, not everybody who has these qualities has the same experience. So yeah, not everybody trying to be a victim. It's just that some people's lives are actually made considerably more difficult because of their appearance or what they might be capable of. It's deeper. It's so much deeper than just like misogyny. Misogyny and patriarchy play a big role in a lot of things, but I really do feel like it's a personal issue. Like, people will take the opportunity to destroy somebody's confidence because they feel that they're too overconfident. Maybe that is misogyny, but it's just, I don't know. I'm triggered and I'm tipsy, so let me stop. Let me resume this when I'm sober. But yeah, pretty privilege is not, I don't think that pretty privilege is so black and white, like, oh, like, poor me. Like, no, I didn't choose to look a certain way, so why am I being treated unfairly in a plethora of situations, not just pertaining to, I just don't have the words. Cut. you guys, what devastating news it must be to hear that like children of like your relatives and all these people related to you and of your culture didn't get a proper burial. Like that's a really upsetting thing to be brought to awareness. So justice for indigenous families, period.